Om Sri Sai Ram. In the previous session, we have discussed about differential equations of first type, which were called variable separable type. We also solved good number of problems in order to understand the concept of variable separable type, how to solve them. Now from there we move on to the second type of differential equations, which are called homogeneous. Basically means the index is same. That is how we can identify homogeneous equations with respect to other equations. So let us try to understand what are homogeneous equations. We also have a method by which we can prove that the given equation is homogeneous, and once we prove that it is a homogeneous equation, it has got a special method to solve them. All homogeneous equations are solved by following that particular method. So first we will discuss about differential equations, then we will discuss how to solve, and then we will take up some problems based upon this particular concept today as well as in the next session, so that we will be thorough with solving homogeneous equations. Let us look at this. Consider the following functions in x and y. f1 xy is this. Second one, f2 xy is 2x minus 3y. f2 basically means a function. f1 is one function, f2 is one function, f3 is one function, f4 is one function, and they are in functions of x and y. That's why it is written. You can change it to u and v, you can change it to x and z, you can change it to y and z. Whatever you wish, you can change it. For example, instead of 2x minus 3y, if you write it 2y minus 3z, so instead of x and y, we will write y and z, because it will be functions between y and z. So these are four functions. If we replace, first we are learning how to conclude that the given function is homogeneous function. How to know that it is a homogeneous function? So in the given function of f1 xy, if we replace x and y with lambda x and lambda y, let us see what happens if you replace x and y with lambda x and lambda y. f1 xy, instead of x and y, lambda x and lambda y. Here also you substitute, it will become lambda square y square. This will become 2 into lambda x lambda y. So there also you can take lambda square common, you are going to get y square plus 2xy. And what is this y square plus xy? It is nothing but f1 xy. So what happened when we replaced x and y with lambda x and lambda y? We got the answer lambda square into same function. Whenever that happens, we say it is homogeneous. Lambda times lambda square times lambda cube times lambda to the power 0 times lambda to the power 4 times. If you are able to get of the same function, it is homogeneous. Check the second one. X and y are replaced with lambda x and lambda y. So what do you get in the right side? You are going to get 2 lambda x minus 3 lambda y. You can take lambda common, and it will be 2x minus 3y. 2x minus 3y is nothing but the given function. So once again, what do we find? When we replace x and y with lambda x and lambda y, the function becomes lambda times f2 of xy. So it is homogeneous. So in general, what we can say, it should be lambda to the power n. It can be square, it can be 1, it can be whatever it is. Then it becomes homogeneous. You should be able to get the same function with lambda to the power n, and n can be any whole number. Okay. Look at the third one. Here also we have replaced with lambda x and lambda y. What do we get? Cos lambda y by lambda x. Right? Now This cos lambda y by lambda x, if you cancel lambda, you get cos y by x. So cos y by x was original, and now also we got cos y by x. So we can write it as lambda to the power 0, because anything to the power 0 is 1, and f3 xy. So it is also homogeneous. As I mentioned, lambda, the power of lambda is any whole number. It can be 0, 1, 2, 3, anything. Come to the last one, which is very different. Here also you do the same substitution, lambda x and lambda y. There you will get sin lambda x plus cos lambda y. When we do this, can we write it as lambda to the power n f4 of xy? No. Because we know that sin 2x is not 2 sin x. Cos 2x is not 2 cos x. So we cannot write like this. Since we cannot express this as lambda to the power n f4 of xy, it is not a homogeneous equation. So very simple thing to remember is, if you are able to express the given function by replacing x and y with lambda x and lambda y, the expression as lambda to the power n of same function, it is homogeneous, else it is not homogeneous. We will also have another easier way of guessing that, but we will see it little later. Let us move forward. Here we observe that the functions, we already whatever we have discussed, same thing is saying f1, f2, f3 were three functions in which when we replace x and y with lambda x and lambda y, the result was lambda to the power n of same f1, f2, f3. So all the first three were homogeneous. Can be written in the form of this, but f4 cannot be written in this particular form. This leads to the following definition. What is the definition? A function f of xy is said to be homogeneous function of degree n, if x and y are replaced by lambda x and lambda y is equal to lambda to the power n f of xy for any non-zero constant lambda. Okay. We know that in the above example, f1, f2, f3 are homogeneous functions of degree 2, 1 and 0. Why do we say 2, 1 and 0? Because in the first one we got lambda square, second one we got lambda, third one we didn't get anything, so we wrote it as lambda to the power 0. So what were the powers? 2, 1 and 0 respectively, but f4 is not a homogeneous function. Let us move. Therefore, a function fxy is homogeneous function of degree n if f of xy is equal to x to the power n gy by x or y to the power n hxy by. How does this came? What do you understand by it? What we discussed, it appears to be different, and this definition appears to be different. What did we say there? F of lambda x lambda y is equal to lambda to the power n. Lambda to the power n decides the degree, correct? So same thing he is putting it, f of xy is equal to x to the power n gy by x or y to the power n hx by y. A differential equation of the form dy by dx equal to fxy is said to be homogeneous if fxy is homogeneous function of degree 0. Okay, proceed. To solve the homogeneous, okay. Before we go for solving the equation, I was mentioning there is one very easy way of guessing whether the given equation is homogeneous or not. Simply check the powers of each and every term in the expression. If the powers are same, it is homogeneous. For example, the expression may have x square plus xy plus y square. X square power is 2. Xy, x to the power 1, y to the power 1. If you add, it becomes 2. Y square power is 2. All have got same power, so it is homogeneous. No need to have second thought. X plus y plus 3. X to the power 1 is there, y to the power 1 is there, so it is homogeneous. X cube y plus x square y square. X cube y, so 3 plus 1 power 4. x square y square power is 4, so it is homogeneous. So this is a more easier way of coming to a conclusion that it is homogeneous. Okay, and we can also write this particular reason. We don't need to go for that lambda x and lambda y method, for a simple reason that homogeneous equation problems are lengthy. If you start substituting lambda x and lambda y in the equation, what will happen is that itself will take 1 or 1.5 minutes to conclude that it is homogeneous. So we generally don't go for verifying it by substituting, but the theory behind it is same. So how to decide? Very simple. If dy by dx expression, whatever you are getting, if each term has got same powers, it is homogeneous straight away. So that is how we guess it is homogeneous. Now we move on to know how to solve. We said if it is a homogeneous, it has got an independent method to solve. When we say it has got independent method to solve, what we actually mean is, we convert by making some substitution, we convert the equation into first type. What was the first type? Variable separable type. We make some substitution, standard substitution. It is not that problem to problem it will differ. We make a standard substitution. For example, y equal to vx. Remember, v and x both are variables. So when we make this particular substitution, surprisingly variables get separated, and we know once variables are separated, we can integrate them independently and get the answer. So that is the procedure. Once you know it is homogeneous equation, we make this substitution. What is the substitution? We substitute y as v into x. If it is so, differentiate both sides with respect to x. So you are going to get dy by dx equal to, apply the product formula because v and x both are variables. So v into ddx of x is 1, so v plus x into dv by dx. This substitution you have to make in place of dy by dx, and wherever y comes you have to substitute vx. And then you will find that after 1 or 2 steps of simplification, it automatically gets separated into variable separable type. And once it gets separated into variable separable type, we integrate both sides with respect to x, and finally we will substitute back the value of v. If y is equal to vx, v is equal to y by x. So we will substitute the value of v in the end, and we get the answer. So this is how we do it. Some differential equations, very few, not many, very few of them are also written the opposite way. Instead of writing dy by dx, it will be dx by dy. Anyway, he has made the substitution and then he is trying to solve it. He has shown how to solve. Once we solve the problem, you will be able to understand better. If the homogeneous differential equation is in the form dx by dy, instead of dy by dx, it is dx by dy, because sometimes that becomes convenient. So what do? Instead of substituting y equal to vx, now we will substitute x equal to vy, and we will substitute the value of dx by dy by same method. That's what he has explained. Now we have problems. In order to understand this particular concept which we have discussed, let us solve the problems. This is the first problem. First, try to write the given equation in the form dy by dx equal to. So what do we get here? We will get dy by dx equal to, means get dx this side, take this term that side. So you will get x square plus y square upon x square plus xy. Observe, what is the power of x? 2. What is the power of y? 2. X to the power 2 and x to the power 1, y to the power 1, if you club them together it is 2. So conclusion is it is a homogeneous equation as powers of all terms are same are 2, so it is an homogeneous equation. This is the first thing which we need to do. Once we are sure it is homogeneous equation, we have a standard method. What is the standard method? Make the substitution. What is the substitution we need to make? We make the substitution y equal to Vx. Differentiate both sides. Remember, this part is going to be same for every problem. dy by dx is equal to v plus x dv by dx. Make this substitution in this particular expression. Instead of dy by dx, we can now write v plus x dv by dx equal to, what is the substitution we are making? Y is equal to Vx. So y square will become v square x square. You can take x square common. What will be left? 1 plus v square divided by, here also in place of y, if you substitute Vx, this will become Vx square. So you can take x square common and you will get 1 plus v. This x square can be cancelled. We discussed that while doing, when we make this particular substitution, after 2-3 steps of simplification, it automatically gets transformed into first type. First type means variable separable type. So now onwards, whatever simplification we are going to make, your only objective should be how to separate the variables. So what we do, first we shift this v to that side. So it will become plus v will become minus v. As a result, you will get x dv by dx equal to, just think v is minus and take the LCM and then simplify. So this is 1 plus v square, and this, when this minus v comes, it will become minus v square. Plus v square minus v square will get cancelled, and you are left with 1 minus v upon 1 plus v. X dv by dx equal to 1 minus v upon 1 plus v. So get that v terms to this side, take this x terms to that side. So it will become 1 plus v upon 1 minus v, yes, 1 plus v upon 1 minus v into dv equal to dx by x. You can see that variables got separated. Now onwards, procedure is standard procedure, integrate. How do you integrate this particular term? In order to integrate this particular term, what we do is, we write it as 2 minus 1 plus v by 1 minus v dv equal to dx by x. Why did we do this? So that it can be separated into two fractions, 2 upon 1 minus v dv, and if you take negative sign common, it will become 1 minus v by 1 minus v dv equal to dx by x. Both the terms are same, so both will get cancelled. So the integral of the second one is nothing but integral of dv, which is v. What about the first one? We'll take 1 minus v as t, so you are going to get minus 2 log 1 minus v. Here what you are going to get? Minus v equal to what you are going to get? Dx by x is log x, and then constant of integration. That constant of integration you can write the way you want. You can simply write it as c, you can write it as c1, you can write it as log c, whatever way you want. Okay, so since everything appears to be in terms of log, purposely we will write the constant as plus log c. Actually, this can be the answer. Only one thing you have to do is replace the value of v. What is v? We have taken y equal to vx, so v will be equal to y by x. Just do that substitution. So what you are going to get? Minus 2 log 1 minus y by x minus y by x equal to log cx. Why cx? Because there is plus log m plus log n is log mn. How to simplify it? Take the LCM, it will become x minus y by x. So as a result, it is minus 2 log x minus y. This x which is in denominator can be, it will be minus, so minus of minus, it will be plus 2 log x. Here also what we can do is, in order to adjust what we can do, 2 log x minus log cx equal to y by x. Minus y by x, we took it that side. Now club these things. How do you club these things? 2 log x can be written as log x square, okay, and here we have x square by cx, 1 will get cancelled, okay. So this can be written as minus 2 log x minus y. In fact, the advantage will be if you can separate it only, minus log x minus log c, so that minus log x can be clubbed with this, okay. So plus log x minus log c equal to y by x. That doesn't matter actually, this itself can be left as answer. Always we try to get the answer which is there in the textbook, we try to tally with the answer given, so the further simplification. But the answer can be left here because there is no v here, it is only in terms of x and y and constant. So that itself can be left as answer, but we are simplifying it to see whether we can make it as simple as possible. If you multiply the whole thing with negative sign, this can be written as log x minus y whole square. If you multiply with minus sign, this will become plus, this will become minus, so you can say by x, and this will become c equal to y by x, okay. Take log that side, and it can be written as x minus y whole square into c is equal to x into e to the power y by x. How did we write this? When log is taken to other side, whatever is there, it becomes e to the power y by x. This denominator, when you take it to that side, it will be like that. So you can leave this as answer, you can write this as answer. Some people make some other changes, that also can be written as answer, but the whole thing which the examiner likes to see is whether you know the procedure and got the answer in terms of x and y, and that's how we got. So this is the first problem, and you can see that the same procedure we are going to follow in every problem. What do you mean by that? First we will check whether the powers are same. For example, here we found all powers are 2. So it is homogeneous. Once it is homogeneous, this substitution. This is also a standard substitution, no change. We will make this substitution and then simplify it 1 or 2 steps so that variables get separated. Once variables are separated, we integrate it. And then finally we substitute back the value of v. This is what is the method of solving homogeneous equations. There is nothing new. Any number of problems you solve, the procedure is going to be the same. So let us move further to the next problem. The next problem Also, it appears to be much simpler than the previous one, because in the previous one they were squares. Now it is linear. So shift this to that side and then write what is dy by dx. So what is dy by dx? If this goes to that side, x plus y will be in numerator, x minus y will be in denominator. Is also, this is a homogeneous equation as all terms are linear, means the power is 1. This you must write. Without mentioning this, you cannot follow that method. Actually, we are supposed to substitute lambda x, lambda y and try to get in terms of lambda. That is the actual thing. Because that takes time, we are not doing it. So, once it is homogeneous, what is the procedure? Put y equal to vx, dy by dx equal to v plus x dv by dx. Make this substitution in the equation, you will get v plus x dv by dx is equal to, when we substitute y equal to vx, both the terms have got x, so x can be taken out. You will have 1 plus v. In denominator also you will get x common, you will get 1 minus v. This x can be cancelled. And what do we do next? Just like previous problem, shift this v that side. Shift this v that side, it will become minus v. As a result, you will get x dv by dx equal to 1 plus v upon 1 minus v minus v. Simplify, x dv by dx equal to 1 plus v minus v plus v square by 1 minus v. Plus v minus v will get cancelled and you will be left with 1 plus v square by 1 minus v. Bring the whole thing this side, it will become 1 minus v upon 1 plus v square dv equal to dx by x, just like last problem. Now you have to think how to integrate. How do we integrate? Very simple. This can be written as 1 upon 1 plus v square dv minus v upon v dv upon 1 plus v square. This one is a standard, it will be a standard one when you take integration, equal to dx by x. This is a standard one. What is it? Tan inverse v. When it comes to this, we take denominator as 1 plus v square equal to t. You are going to get 2v dv equal to dt. Since 2v is not there, we multiply and divide with 2. So, as a result, this will become tan square v minus, if you take now 1 plus v square as t, 2v dv will become dt, dt by t will become log t. So, it will be minus 1 by 2 log 1 plus v square equal to log x plus c. You can write it as c, you can write it as log c, it does not matter at all. It is after all a constant. So, you do not worry about it. Why we wrote log c there, why we are not writing log c here, there is nothing like that. There also you can write c, here also you can write log c, does not matter. Okay. Now, we have come to the last step. What is left? To replace v by y by x. So, do that. It will become tan inverse y by x minus 1 by 2 log 1 plus y square by x square equal to log x plus c. This itself can be left as answer. You are going to get full marks for that. But if you wish, you can simplify it further. How do you simplify? For example, this we can take LCM and it will become tan inverse y by x minus 1 by 2 log x square plus y square by x square minus log x equal to c. You can keep simplifying in order to get the answer which matches with the answer in the textbook. But otherwise, that step itself is the answer. This can be written as tan inverse y by x. This 1 by 2 can be written as minus 1 by 2 log x square plus y square. And when you do log x square with minus sign, minus of minus, it will become plus, and 1 by 2 and x square will get cancelled. It will become log x minus log x equal to c. These two will get cancelled. Okay. So this can be taken, this can be written as it is also, or it can be taken to that side. Both are correct. So the answer is tan inverse y by x log under root of x square plus y square equal to c. 1 by 2 became to the power half. So you find that the procedure which we are following is one and the same in every problem. Okay. So let us move to the next problem. This is the problem. Once again, like the first problem, you find that all the powers are 2, 2, 2. And in one glance, you can make out that it is homogeneous. No need of any explanation. X square, y square, xy. All powers are 2. So divide both sides with x square, you will get dy by dx equal to, divide the whole thing with x square, you will get 1 minus 2 into y square by x square, it is plus xy by x square. It is a homogeneous equation. With power 2. Once we know it is homogeneous equation, we follow the procedure. What is the procedure? Put y equal to vx, dy by dx equal to v plus x dv by dx. Make this substitution in equation number 1. Substitute this, you will get v plus x dv by dx equal to 1 minus 2, y is vx. So it will become v square x square, or in other terms 1 minus 2 v square. Here if you substitute vx, x square will get cancelled and you will get plus v. This plus v and plus v can be cancelled. Get this 1 minus 2 v square this side. It will become 1 upon 1 minus 2 v square dv equal to dx by x. Variables already got separated. You only have to think how to integrate. How to integrate, and see the procedure which we are following to integrate. 1 minus 2 v square, which can be written as integration of dv upon 1 minus root 2 v whole square. Other side is very simple. It is log x plus c. How do you integrate this? Recollect the formula. Integration of dx upon a square minus x square equal to 1 by 2a log a plus x upon a minus x. Recollect that formula. So, if you substitute root 2v as t, put root 2v as t, what is that you are going to get? Root 2 equal to root 2 dv equal to dt, or dv equal to 1 by root 2 dt. dv will become dt by root 2. So, it is 1 by root 2 dt upon 1 minus t square equal to log x plus c. Now, use that formula. So, according to that particular formula, it can be left as it is as answer, unless you want to match the textbook answer with the answer which you get. How do you do that? Get that log x this side, put it as minus, and then simplify. But otherwise, this itself is good enough as answer, because v is being removed and we have constant of integration. Okay. So, from here we move on to the next problem. This particular problem appears to be a big problem, but the procedure which we follow is one and the same. First, we have to ensure that it is homogeneous, and in order to ensure that it is homogeneous, try to write it as dy by dx equal to, if you want to write the whole thing as dy by dx, this whole thing which is there in the middle bracket should be brought here, take dx that side. So, what this will become? It will become dy by dx equal to, that particular bracket should come here. So, this will remain as it is, x cos y by x plus y sin y by x. Remember, outside there is y upon, get that bracket here, y sin y by x minus x cos y by x, and then you have x. See the powers of all the terms. All the powers are 1, 1, 1. So, all the terms are linear. So, it is homogeneous. So, we will say as all powers of x and y are 1. So, it is a homogeneous equation. And if it is a homogeneous equation, we don't need to have any second thought, straight away proceed. Means what? What you have to do? Put y equal to vx, dy by dx equal to v plus x dv by dx. Make this substitution in the whole thing. dy by dx will be replaced by v plus x dv by dx equal to, now look at what happens. If you substitute y equal to vx, x and x will get cancelled, it will become cos v. So, it will become x cos v, y became vx cos sin v upon here vx sin v minus x cos v, and remember this y by x which is there can be written as straight away v. Simplify. How to simplify? In numerator you can find x common, in denominator also you can find x common, take common and remove, get this y that side. So, you are going to get x dv by dx equal to, we are taking x common, so you are left with cos v plus v sin v upon v sin v minus cos v. What we did? From numerator and denominator we took x common and cancelled it. But remember, here we have this whole thing into v, and what we did, we have to take this plus v to other side, so it will become minus v. So you will have x dv by dx equal to cos v plus, sorry, v cos v, multiply with that, v cos v plus v square sin v, take LCM, minus v square sin v minus v cos v, whole thing divided by v sin v minus cos v. So plus v square minus v square will get cancelled. Okay. So v cos v plus v cos v, it will become 2v cos v upon v sin v minus cos v. We are very close to separating the variables. Get this whole thing other side with dv and take x by dx other side. So what this will become? It will become v sin v minus cos v upon dv equal to dx by x. Now think about integrating it. Before integrating, separate them into two fractions. So sin v by cos v will become tan v, v and v will get cancelled. We can put it as 1 by 2 integration of tan v dv minus cos v will get cancelled. 1 by 2 can be written outside. You will have dv by v equal to integration of dx by x. Very simple integration. Integration of tan theta is log sec theta. So it will become 1 by 2 log sec v minus 1 by 2 log v equal to log x. Since all the terms are in terms of log, if you wish, you can write it as c, or you can also write it as log c. Both are correct. You can write constant as log c, you can write constant as c. Why we are thinking we can write it as log c? Because all other terms are with log. Okay, that is the only logic, there is no other logic. Take 1 by 2 common and substitute back what is v. So you will get 1 by 2 out log sec y by x minus log y by x equal to log x plus c. You can leave that as answer. You don't need to add or subtract anything unless you want to match the answer which is there he has given in the textbook. So how to get textbook answer with the help of this? How to get, take 1 by 2 that side, that is it will become 2 into, and club these two, all that you can do, but otherwise we can leave it as it is as answer, and you are going to get full marks because he is not testing about your logarithmic knowledge, but he is testing your knowledge about solving differential equations. Okay, we'll just take one more problem before we end this particular session today. Okay, look at this problem. This term has got dx, this term has got dy, that term also has got dy. So first thing which you do is separate them. So this can be written as y dx equal to, when you take negative term that side it will become positive 2x minus x log y by x dy. Divide whole thing with x, you will get y by x dx equal to 2 minus log y by x dy. you can see that it is a linear equation. How do you know? You can see that the power of x, power of y all 1. As powers of x and y are 1, it is a homogeneous equation. Differential equation. Follow the procedure. Put y equal to vx and dy by dx equal to v plus x dv by dx. In fact, you should write one more step before we do that. What is that particular step you should do? Get dy by dx. So, what will be dy by dx? This term will come as denominator and you are going to have, or take dx that side. So, y is nothing but vx by x equal to 2 minus log vx by x into dy by dx. Simplify and then write it. Simplify means cancel this x, v upon 2 minus log v. Okay. So, v upon 2 minus log v equal to, substitute dy by dx as v plus x dv by dx. Get that v this side, you will have v minus 2v plus v log v by 2 minus log v equal to x dv by dx. Here v minus 2v will get minus v plus v log v upon 2 minus log v equal to x dv by dx. Take v common, you have minus 1 plus log v upon 2 minus log v equal to x dv by dx. Now separate the variables in the first place. So if you separate the variables, what you are going to get? You will get this whole thing will go to that side. You are going to get 2 minus log v upon v into minus 1 plus log v dv equal to dx by x. Now see how it can be simplified. 2 minus log v can be written as, this can be written as 2 minus log v upon, this is v into, for convenience sake we can write it as log v minus 1 dv equal to log x log c, because now this can be written as 1 plus 1 minus log v upon v into log v minus 1 dv equal to log cx. Here, if you take negative sign common, it can be written as minus log v minus 1 upon v into log v minus 1 dv equal to log cx. Be directly wrote off after integration. Actually, that should be done only in the end. Okay. Now separate it. separate it as two integrals, 1 upon v into log v minus 1 dv, and when you write this by this, both will get cancelled and you are going to have only dv by v equal to dx by x. This also you can write it. So as we thought, log v minus 1, if you take it as t, 1 by v dv will become dt and it will become log of log v minus 1 minus log v equal to log x plus log c. Okay. Club these two terms, so it will become log v into log v minus 1 equal to log cx. Take antilog both sides, you are going to get v means y by x, log y by x minus 1 equal to cx. This can be left as answer. If you want to get the answer tallies with the textbook, then take x that side, it will become cx square by y, and then take minus 1 that side and take log to other side and you can write the answer, but otherwise that answer is correct. So every time when you solve the problem, keep checking what the steps which you have written are correct or not, because anywhere one small mistake finally end up with getting a wrong answer in the end. So please make sure that you keep correcting your mistakes so that the final answer will be correct answer. There are some more problems we will take up in the next session on the same homogeneous equations, and then we will also introduce the last method of solving differential equation, which is called linear equations. Okay. So with that, we bring to a close of this particular session, and we thank you for your patient listening and attending this particular class. God bless. Sai Ram.